Hey guys, Zell here, and welcome back to some more Fate Grand Order. Now, I would originally first start with the banner, but... finally loaded. I ended up spending the one more 10 shot on the Ilya, Miu, and Maid banner to see if I could potentially get someone. So instead of doing that, I'm going to use 3 tickets just to see if I can get an event craft essence for this event. And then we will go on to actually doing the event. So yeah, if you haven't actually seen hide nor hair of any gachas, yeah, then it's most likely also it's basically going into the trash pile of how many gachas can I pull on without getting a single servant I would want. Okay, that's ticket 2. Here's ticket number 3. Servanto. Bazaka. Screw it. Let's use 4 tickets. Can I get an event craft essence, please? Memory of Shalia. Well, either way, it has Jack, Nursery Rhyme, and Jalta Lily. So I'll take that. Increase the paper of story recording amount by 1. I'll take it. Thank you very much. And now I'll be most likely saving the rest of these tickets till I either grind up Sync Quartz during this event so I can do 1 10 shot, or I just don't pull at all. Okay, I'll do 1 more ticket. Then it will be 5, and then next time that I have the Sync Quartz, if I do a 10 shot, then yeah, it'll be that. Assassin. Hassan of Serenity. All of these are waifus, but obviously I'm not getting a single one that I would want. A sane person would not spend any money on this, and I'm obviously not sane, but I'm sane enough to not do that again. Then that would, what, be $200 in the span of a month and a few days? Yeah. No. I can't do what whales can do. So yeah, 5 pulls, then most likely maybe I'll do a 10 shot, give or take. Somewhere down the line. Voices and letters. We at least got the 3-star craft essence that we could have got for free anyways. Which kind of hurts, but at least we'll have 2 to help us. Section 1, let's read books. Oh yeah. I should have saw this coming. Obviously, I never see this coming. Okay, so now let's try it again. The unknown servants, most likely Murasaki Shikibu, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm gonna be bringing Waver either way. Do I still have a Valentines team or no? Fate 0, Summer, Halloween. No, I do not. Well, guess I'm making this into a Valentine's team. Wait, hold up. Every Valentine's scene will be fully voiced? Wait, what? Actually fully voiced, and I don't have to do my cringy voices anymore? For the Valentines? I mean, it's not like I can do any Valentines anyways. Seeing as how I already have max capacity on them, but hey, I don't see anything about servants, so we can take anyone we want. Which really doesn't help me much in the way of who I was going to be taking. Well, let's swap you out. for... hey, look. Look how many Chloes we have now. Thanks to that event. And let's go. Hey, Anastasia. Now, are we actually in the new Chaldea or the old Chaldea? Okay, it has to be the new. I didn't know so many servants were bookworms. What? Everyone's reading a book. Huh, they bumped into each other. Oh, pardon me. I was so caught up in this book, I didn't even see you. What sort of masterful writing could cause a man as great as myself to make such a careless mistake? Oh, it's nothing really, just a book with the simple title of Fionn McCumhale, Knight of Gold. Oh, you are so full of yourself. I have to say, I never knew reading could be so much fun. Not at all. Good sir, if anyone should beg pardon here, it is I. I am in the same boat as you, Sir Fionn. These days I spend much more time broadening my mind than I do practicing my sword. I too never thought I would ever be so engaged with books. But these neat rows of letters written out on paper are far more engaging than I ever thought possible. It has been quite enjoyable going back to basics like this. I know exactly what you mean. I don't even need to consult my Finnegas to understand where you are coming from. We knights are no more than men who only have tales of bravery and valor to our names, after all. My beloved wife would be worried sick if she saw me so absorbed in a book of all things. In fact, she would almost certainly suspect me of using it to cover up adultery, or some other distasteful business. Not that I would ever do anything of the sort. Yeah, sure you wouldn't. Of course, I trust things are similar in your order as well, Gawain. That they are, at least for me. Say, could I trouble you to lend me that book once you are finished with it, Sir Fionn? By all means, I would be happy to let you read it. Now what's that you're reading there, I see. So it's called Sir Gawain in the Green Knight. That explains it. Yep. Mashu, please tell me you're not reading a book. God! Dang it! Everyone's reading a book! Foe! At least Foe's not reading. Foe! So Senpai, but when did you get here? I'm so sorry, I didn't notice you sooner. Oh, you like a book more than me, huh? What are you reading, Mosh? The Iliad, Homer's Greek epic. It's about the Trojan War, the one Achilles and Hector fought in. A lot of your experts here love that book. Didn't a guy named Heinrich Schliemann excavate the ruins of Troy? Yes, he did. The Iliad, who was thought to be entirely fictional for a long time, but thanks to Heinrich Schliemann, an archaeologist from the late 19th century, many people now believe this story reflects real historic events. It's a true mystic, weaving history and mythology together like few other historical works. Sure seems like a lot of people have caught the reading bug. Oh really? Yes, looks like they have. We didn't often see servants reading, but now we seem to have books out. We seem to have books everywhere. And there's a very simple explanation for that. Namely, we have a library now. Yeah? So what about my chocolates? It's Valentine's Day. Voices and Letters, Murasaki Shikibu and the 7 Cursed Books. Section 1, Let's Read Books. So what, is this the Valentine's is not about chocolate? This is it, the underground library. I'm told it's a massive new library that just showed up here one day, separate from the one we already have. It might seem like it takes up a lot of room, but they say it's actually using Magecraft to bend the space around it. As a result, it fits entirely in the storage area, and doesn't get in the way of the magical reactor or other support systems at all. First I've heard of this. But really, that's odd. It's not like Da Vinci to leave you out of the loop. Or maybe there's a bug in the email server. Da Vinci's definitely not the type to forget to tell us something important. No, she's not. Back in Chaldea, all of our databases were digitized and we didn't have much in the way of paper books. Maybe that's why I got so caught up in these actual books. Don't sweat it. Besides, this is your time off. You really do like paper books, don't you? Yes, I do. They were very rare back at Chaldea, so... Bo? I understand that there's no meaningful difference between reading a tablet or a book in terms of information you get. Yeah, but I prefer the physical copies. And yet it's strange, when I read a paper book... You can't put it down? Right, exactly. Here we are, this is the Underground Library's reception desk. Is it Murasaki? Yep. Welcome. My underground library is home to books old and new, far and wide. It has history books, biographies, mythology, legends, tragedies, comedies, classics, new releases, fairy tales. Period pieces, westerns, lowbrow humor, political drama, Occidental, Oriental, Middle Ages, contemporary. Ancient records, recent bestsellers, fiction, non-fiction, as well as maps and field guides. Oh, and of course we also have tales of revenge and stories of romance. What about, 18+ books? If there's any book you can't find on our shelves, please come straight to me. Nice to meet you. We really do have a librarian. It's nice to meet you too, Master of Chaldea. By your leave, I am the librarian of this underground library and a caster. My true name is Murasaki Shikibu. I have been enthralled with letters, words, and human emotions since I was a child. I hope you will be patient with me, as there is still much I do not know about the modern world. I'm Cell. Welcome to Chaldea. Murasaki Shikibu was born in Japan during the Heian period. It's like Raiko and Kintoki. I think she was an author, right? She's the Tonka poet who wrote the Tale of Genji. That's right. As a heroic spirit, she manifests as a caster, and I believe she specializes in Eastern magecraft. The results speak for themselves. She used her own magical energy to make this underground library from scratch, converting all the books saved as files in our database into physical objects. It now lends them out to the servants and staff for free. Magecraft. You think I created this library with Magecraft? Yes, didn't you? A phone? Yes, I suppose I must have. I consider this a type of onmyodo myself. A type of phenomenon where something miraculous is spun beyond mortal ken and bound with the mind. If such beautiful things as that are what you call magecraft, then I am sure what you said must be true, Lady Marsh. To be perfectly honest, I was never very good at onmyodo back in the Heian period. It is only now, as a servant, that I find myself in command of so many skills I could never have managed before. I still have much to learn as a caster, but I hope I can be of use to all of you nonetheless. Glad to have you with us. Wish you would have came home on one of the 5 tickets I spent. Thank you, Master. It is a pleasure to be here. Now, having said that, I'm so terribly sorry. I've made a terrible mistake. What did you do? I really wanted to do things right at this time and make a fabulous heroic spirit debut. But then it just happened. One of the books from a collection I made using my magical energy got away from me. Fo-fo! Got away, see me in a book's gone berserk. Yes, that's right. It was just this morning when I was organizing the archive. That's the same book everyone's been reading? There we go. Oh, I think that's enough stocking up for today. I feel bad putting so many of these books away. People pour their hearts and souls into writing these words. I only hope they find their way to someone who truly appreciates them one day. Now what's with this book? That's strange, I don't think I recognize it. What? Why is it floating? Hey, what are you doing? Is that... I put that in my bag specifically so stop, don't absorb it. Give that back to me this instant. And there it goes. Oh no, is it gone? This is all my fault. I should never have been so careless. Now, one of the books I had long kept in my library's archive has taken on a cursed life of its own. When it is not feeding on all the information and magical energy it can find in its vicinity, it runs around endlessly in an instinctual act of self-preservation. I've come to calling it the Cursed Book. Fo-fo. Back when I used to serve the Empress, Lady Shoshi, the other ladies in waiting used to pick on me for being too highbrow. I was so saddened by that experience that I refused to leave my chambers for a time. It wasn't until I began feigning the vapidity of an airhead that I only just started to fit in at work. But I really wanted to get it right this time. I was so determined to make a perfect debut as the Hero Experience books, and that you would all be glad I was here. I would have been glad again if you came home in 5 tickets. Or 1. But now, I've got it ruined it all. Don't worry, everything will work out. It sounds like we just need to get that book back now. Wait, Master. If this book is dangerous, we can't just let it run around doing whatever it wants. Fo. You mean, you're not going to chastise me, Lady Marsh, Lady Cell? Of course not. Besides, everyone loves the new library. No, it's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. Besides, we're in a legendary wandering sea right now. Anything could happen here. Oh good. It seems that was the right switch. Can you hear me? Semiramis? Yes, it is I. Da Vinci was feeling ill, so I had a little choice but to take over communications for her. Now, regarding the reason I am calling. You see, we seem to have an, emergency on our hands. I noticed a strange book drawing near to my magical energy reserves I had set aside specifically for this year's Valentine's Day. And it gobbled up every last drop. There's nothing left for this year's chocolate production at all. Did you say a strange book? All of it? She did, Senpai. That must be the cursed book. It didn't seem to be one of the demonic books we usually face. Did it come from that library by any chance? Yes, it did. Oh no, this is terrible. It's just what I was afraid of. It's going around attacking people. What was that? This control panel is so strange, it's hard to make heads or tails of it. It looks like a number of magical energy signals are headed your way. You'll need to handle them on your own. Fo-fo! Senpai! This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. I have to put an end to this before anyone else gets hurt. Please, let me handle it. No way, we'll fight with you. No way, it's too dangerous to fight on your own. Alright, then let's go. Monster of the library, huh? Well, it's sad to say this, but I don't have any means of getting a Noble Phantasms up. So obviously, just take out that one. And then hopefully it'll work out in the future. Wait, can it break through defense? Is that what that thing is? Yeah, sure. Seal an NP all you want. It's not like we have any time to get it now. Ignore defense up and deal damage and decrease. Yeah. It can definitely ignore it, alright? Well, even though we don't have a Noble Valentines, doesn't mean we can't buff ourselves up to do great damage right now. I really, however, wish I, leveled up Shuten to 80 and got her skills up higher than they actually are. Speaking of a Noble Phantasm, let's try to get it up. If we can at least get to 50... That works. Well, hey, now it's showing its true colors, the book. Now, this is gonna be overkill, but I honestly do not care. Second, Mercury Sandan. Bye-bye, monster of the library. You gotta be stronger than this. But Zelda, when is the chocolate production gonna come into play? I know somebody would obviously mention that the magic reserves for chocolate making is in danger. So when are we gonna be fighting chocolate itself? Or again, or is that not gonna be this type of an event? But if it's not, then how the heck do you get Valentines chocolates for yourselves? The hostile entities have been eliminated. A foe. I can't believe the cursed book is transforming into a monster. There it is again. Don't worry, it won't attack anyone ever again. I'll make sure of it. Well, that was fast. Oh, foe. The cursed book has been recovered. Does that mean this case is now closed? I'm afraid not. Just a moment. Oh. There, I've completed my analysis. This is not the original cursed book. It's a separate book that was given some of the stolen chocolate resources. So the cursed book can use the magical energy it absorbed to make copies itself. And if we don't do something... Yes, it won't stop until every book in the library has been similarly cursed. But if we can recover the original cursed book, we should be able to neutralize all the copies with a single recovery ritual. Or foe. For the moment, I've sealed off all the books in this library, so now it will only be able to curse books that have already been checked out. In that case, it should not be too difficult to find this cursed book. So be quick about it, Cell. Yeah, I know, it's all up to me again. By the way, what was the deal with those Chocolate Dragon Tooth Warriors? They were the same as the ones from last year now, and the cursed book must have made them as well. Yes, it did. I'm so sorry. Wait, those were Chocolate Warriors? Whoops. Shows how much I paid attention to the name. All I saw was skeletons, and I'm like, well, I've already fought those 9 million times. Murasaki Shikabue, was it? Yes. If indeed you are of noble upbringing, then do not be so quick to bow your head. Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry. I mean, thank you. Lady Cell, I can't thank you enough for all of your help. Having had a chance to participate in a battle as a servant myself now, I understand how woefully inexperienced I am. I mean, it's not like you technically were in the battle, but sure. I feel bad that Lord Seimei wasted so much of his time trying to teach such a poor student as me. But inexperienced as I may be, I will do whatever I must to clean up this mess I made. Well, we'll help too, Murasaki. Thank you, truly. I will never forget this debt I owe you, Lady Cell of Chaldea. Well, thank you. I guess that means we're going on a book hunt then, Senpai. Looking forward, excited about it. So I see. Alright then, this librarian is officially taking some time off. After all, those books aren't going to hunt themselves. Yeah, that they aren't. So, how many days? I mean, technically speaking, since it's now the day after this event came out, almost, I should then have the next quest unlocked very soon. Yeah, the quest is literally unlocking at 20 PST, which is 8? What? PST? Which would be 9, 10, yeah. It's unlocking in 26 minutes. Well, I can at least show off what retrieving cursed books novice is. I mean, let's be honest, it's probably gonna be books. Lots and lots of books. In which case, I don't necessarily need to show it per se. So, I'll just say that I did. I'll show the final fights, though. Chushingura. I see. Alright, so do this, and this. I don't think Chushingura is going to be able to survive next turn. I mean, she might. Now, whether or not I grind Stink Quartz like I said I would, and would I actually spend them on Murasaki Shikibu? I mean, ultimately, if I don't and I don't get a single servant, I'm essentially not going to have anyone for Valentine's this year. But that's literally on my own fault for actually spending the last 30 Stink Quartz I had on Ilya, Miu, and Abe's banner. But hey, then we ultimately get to wonder, who exactly am I going to get that's going to be a 5-star this year? Am I going to get anyone? I honestly don't think I will. But who knows? Anyone want to take a guess as to what 5-star I will actually get this year? Because honestly, the way it's going, I don't think I'm going to get a single 5-star this year. Especially with me not saving up anything for multiple polls. So, yeah. Well, I guess I'm going to end part 1 here. And I'll be right back for part 2 when this comes out, not necessarily in the same day. So, yeah, I'm going to do the rest of these. And I'll see you guys. Probably not having any Sync Warts still. But for day 2. Unless I decide to let it go to day 3 as well. Yeah, I might do that. So yeah, be right back. Okay, I am back, and it's been way too long for me to record the second part for the first episode of this event. Yeah, I've got about 3, almost 2 days in total till this is over. So yeah, clear the event quest, collect poetry, composition points, equip the craft distances, event items, put it in. As you can see, I also haven't been to the store either. I've gained 776,990 points purely just from doing the first mission that was unlocked. So, yeah. There's a summon ticket on 1,100,000 we need to get. Anything else? Bride of the White Rose, so 1,300,000. Yeah, that's about it. 1,300,000 is exactly what we need to get to. Oh wait, I wanted to go to the shop to see what I could actually get. Receive chocolates from my servants. I have 129 of these that I could receive random chocolate from random servants. So yeah, I could do that, and I have 7 specific ones that I could get. Hey, at least it tells me which ones I'm holding. So like the Rainy Bridge, Valentines from Asagami Fujino. Obviously, we don't have Fujino's chocolate. So we would get her story. Who else do we not have? Obviously, Jean Archer. Orion, because we literally got him. I like how it says, Daskate, help. Okay, so that's 2 we don't have. Nez has 3. Pavati's 4. Who else? Suxi is 5. Skasa Scotty is 6. I like how it's Ice Pops. Kasta Shootin' Doji is 7. Anybody else? Mochizuki Chiyome is 8. Nitakuris. Oh, wait, no, I already have Nitakuris Assassin. Never mind. Shootin' Doji Assassin is 9. Nectar Bonbons. Okay. What type of nectar, though? Is it her special nectar, or what? Jalta Berserker is 10. Not a heart chocolate. Isn't it just multiple heart chocolate? Totally not. So yeah, that's 10. Gorgon is 11. Chocolate eggs. Mecha Eli-chan Mach 2. A seatbelt. Is 12. Mysterious Heroine XX is 13. Okita Sochi Audita is 14. Chocolate Odin. Samba Santa Quetzalcoatl is 15, and Sesyoin Kiara is 16. So there's 16 new scenarios that we get to enjoy. And I can do all random stuff. But here's the thing though. Are there actually voices in this? Because if there are voices in this, I may want to do every one, in which case we have 129, so we can obviously do every single one. Give my servants chocolates. If you already hold the craft essence that you would have received after exchanging the surprise chocolate, you cannot claim it again. Okay, so I can't claim it, but I can view the scenario again. Beautiful dreamer. Use craft essence. Give me the craft essence again. Because I'm gonna have to grind a whole lot because of how long it's taken me to actually start doing this legitimately. Now it's also been a new month, right? Didn't it start at like the end of January? No. It started at the beginning of February. Oh boy. I was kind of hoping I could get more summon tickets. Now, I'm going to use 1 summon ticket, hey Semi, on this banner since we just came back. And then we will continue on with the event. And then maybe do 1 more at the finale of the event. Murasaki Shikibu, I love you. Okay, we got the 3 girls again. And another event craft essence, sure. Oh boy. So now, let's go here and continue on. Section 2, Caldea is delicious. We are fighting an archer and a caster. Let's bring Shikaboo, because why not? Unless I can bring someone else. I can. But I'll bring her. Why not? So now, let's pop in some lancers. As I say, go into a saber. Lancer and rider. Alright. Let's do this. Voices and Letters, Murasaki Shikaboo in the 7 Cursed Book. Section 2, Caldea is delicious. I mean, the girls are. Sure. I see. This certainly is a lively place. First time in the cafeteria. I think you don't usually leave the library much.
No, I suppose I don't. My intention is not to be a shut-in, no. But I suppose I do usually end up perusing my library's collections whenever I have a spare moment. I was unaware just how much I had neglected to get to know so many others. This simply will not do. My people often gather in a cafeteria, so it should be the perfect place to look for a lead on the cursed books. Oh. So Minami and I will be supporting you in Murasaki Shikabu from the command room, Senpai. Mr. Holmes is on break and Da Vinci seems to be genuinely exhausted, so... Never mind Holmes. The reason for his indisposition is hardly a secret. Da Vinci was actually having trouble walking straight, so it's clear that she should sit this one out. Now then, as for this original cursed book, or whatever... Oh, is that yet another new space I spot? At first glance, you'd think you were getting enough to eat, but you've clearly been packing the pounds on in other places. Well, no matter how impossible your proposals might be, we cats don't turn away customers. So go ahead and help yourself to some of this cat's home cooking worth. I'll even throw in a 99% newbie discount. What's going on here? Oh, if it isn't so, in the librarian. What a nice surprise to see you here. I'm guessing you must be hungry. And the librarian lady looks real down in the dumps. How about a sandwich? Everyone loves sandwiches. Oh wait, sorry lady with the beautiful hands. But we cats just aren't cut out to cook bookworms. Not for lack of trying. Mind, it's just that we can't find the buggers no matter how hard we look. I see. Do you all know this Catwoman or?
Sorry about that. Try not to pay too much attention to what she says. Nice to see you here in the cafeteria for once, Murasaki Shikabu. It's your first time leaving the library. I see you know everyone besides Cat. You're pretty famous, Murasaki.
I'm so sorry. Seeing that master there looking for a book. One bound with an unusual type of magical energy. Would any of you know anything about such a book? Your experience of the kitchen? Lady Semiramis?
I mean, it's not like the only thing we ever do is cook.
I've definitely seen a lot of servants reading books lately, but I can't say I've seen any quite like that.
There was that one writer servant. He's pretty much always got a book with him. But lately he's been bringing whole stacks of them to the table. It's so just this morning, in fact.
Oh right, he has been reading even more than usual lately, hasn't he?
Guess it's the new hotness.
True, heck, even we've been reading a lot lately. It's so much fun learning all these new things. Thanks for waiting, ladies and germs. Cat's back with all the new entree. This baby's overflowing with spice and intelligence. It is the perfect addition to any cafeteria kitchen. I give you us kitchen hero experience unsung hero. Shirasagi's 100 recipes. Cooking so simple even Batty can do it.
Hold up, if this is going where I think it's going.
Fofo. Huh? There's something weird about this book. I had Raiko borrow for me. Pardon me, Lady Cat. What, the wolf? Why did my book jump out of my paw? It's like a bunny out of hell. I knew it. This is one of the cursed books. I picked up an unusual magical energy reading from that book. I'll call it a cursed book signal for the time being. Pardon me, everyone. I need to recover this book right away.
Battle 1 of what? Shirasagi's 100 recipes. Okay. So, Tamamo just absolutely destroy the book, shall we? But yeah, I kind of put this off way longer than I was expecting. Oh boy. I mean, hey, it's not like I'm gonna have enough Sankwats to actually legitimately do a single 10-shot on Murasaki Shikabu's banner. Bowling for Ilia's banner one last time was way, way, way too rich for my blood. Literally way too much was spent trying on that dang banner. Nice, that. My spellbook B, spellbook A, and 100 recipes. GG. So if there are 7 books, does that mean that since we just did chapter 2, that was the second book? I'm assuming? So we have 5 more to go. That ought to do it.
Cursebook, return to me. The cursebook has been recovered. It doesn't have much magical energy, so I'm guessing. Yes, it seems this was not the original cursebook. Fortunately, we can at least be certain that it was one with which the original shared its magical energy. I apologize once again for all the trouble I've caused you, kind chefs. If you think this is trouble, you obviously haven't been in many cafeterias. I'm still not sure what's going on here, but don't worry about us. Compared to you-know-who seeing Nero's face and going wild, Salieri acting up one of the Phantom's episodes, or berserkers you can't reason with. Well, let's just say we're used to the things not always running smoothly around here. For sure, there's pretty much always something on fire in the kitchen, figuratively and literally. It's gonna take way more than a little flying book action to make us bat an eye.
There you have it. If you're in a hurry, Murasaki Shikabu, we won't keep you here. But I hope you'll come back soon, sometime for a more leisurely cup of tea when you can.
Thank you, everyone. That sounds lovely. Bo.
Next stop, the Writer's Servant's Room.
Understood.
So, Writer's Servant's Room. I mean, that's a multitude of 3. Technically. We have Hanson. I believe that was his name, right? The chibi one with the blue hair. And the other one. And... what was her name? Osakabe Hime. Osakabe Hime writing doujins. No, it's not Sanson. It's, Sanson's the executioner. I literally cannot remember. Whatever. Assassin and Caster. So pretty much do the exact same thing, except this time I bring one of my favorite 5 stars, Okita Orita. Let's go. Man, what the heck was his name? I can picture him, I just can't remember his name at all. Oh, hey, it's Anderson, that's his name. Anderson Shakespeare. There we go. Anderson, my friend, my comrade in pens, would you be so kind as to grab me a book from that mountain over there? Are you just incapable of addressing someone without fostering friendship, or whatnot upon them? You know, on second thought, I don't have to do a damn thing for you. Get it yourself if you want it that badly. That mountain of books is eerily well balanced. If I pull any of them out, it'll cause a book avalanche. That would certainly bury me alive and then come after you. What a shame that is to hear. Though I must say, if you had to die, wouldn't being buried by books be the best way to go? Don't be an idiot. I could never rest in peace if I went out like that. I'm already killing myself to get these drafts done. If I have to die, I want it to be by something other than books for once. I see. I suppose that is one way in which you and I differ. You always put your life above all else, even your stories.
Huh. Guess it just goes to show that, unlike you, I'm not so happy-go-lucky as to want to filter everything that happened to me through the lens of comedy. Anyway, what's that book you just finished reading there?
The Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. I plan on delving into the tales of Issei next. Issei? No clue.
Oh,
I didn't realize Far Eastern literature was your thing now, Lord Shakespeare. It's mine too. Would you believe? As you can see, I've most recently read the Kokinshu, and Gosenshu, and Shuishu. You don't say, Lord Caesar. What strange coincidences are these? Your choices do strike me as oddly lopsided, but never mind that. I should have known a man of your grace would appreciate the finer pleasures of poetry.
Grace, your ulterior motives couldn't be plain if you had them tattooed to your forehead, you boobs. You just heard those are the widowed librarian's favorites, and you're looking for a way to get into her ruffly skirt.
Other people's wives are the something special. Oh god. You have camaraderie over that, really? Dictator and playwright.
Sorry about that, guys. I can't always stop them from horsing around like that in here.
Horsing around? Don't be absurd, I am Lu Bu, obviously. What is Lu Bu doing reading books, you ask? Good question. All I can say is that I am Lu Bu. Yup. So, if I read a book, that means Lu Bu reads it too. Do you understand my logic? You're the one who's mistaken red hair. I believe Lord Henderson was addressing Master, not us.
Good grief. So much for my idea to move to a real study instead of the simulator, just so I could bring in real books. It's so damn noisy in here, I can't get anything done. At this rate, I'd have been better off holding up in a hotel and working on a Little Mermaid sequel or something. And by the way, why bother? Anyone with a half a brain could see the twist that she's actually a half-sea serpent coming a kilometer away.
Sure is lovely in here. Seems like things escalated here quickly.
Oh yes, it does. Usually it's just Anderson, Shakespeare in here, along with the occasional visit from Caesar. But it's very lively in here today. It's almost like,
What were you going to say, young lady? That is like a stable in here.
No, it's not that. I was going to say it's like a writer's lounge.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I ought to know better since I'm Lu Bu. Say, just out of curiosity, how do you feel about horses?
Horses, well, I think they have very gentle eyes. Phone.
Oh, sorry again. I'm so happy to hear that I couldn't help myself. Not that I have any connection to horses, of course, seeing as I'm Lu Bu and all.
Easy, red hair.
Why don't you take a break and go see have some of the feed I brought along. See, it's right over there.
Yeah!
I can't keep it up.
There's so many different heroic spirits here. I had no idea that there were any that resembled horses like that. If I had stayed in the library, I might have gotten my entire manifestation without ever learning a thing. And then there are all the different ways they interact with one another. What a moving sight. And above all, it's such a thrill to see heroic spirits of the authors I admire go about their daily lives. This is one of the luckiest days of my life. Well, of my manifestation, that is.
You're quite the fangirl, aren't you? That's one way to look at the bright side.
Am I? Perhaps I am. I was like this back when I was alive during the Heian period, too. I was always in awe of people who had proven their intelligence and talent through their beautiful poetry. In fact, I would often introduce myself by saying, Madasagi Shikibu aka Fujiwara no Kaoroku.
Oh my god. No, come on. Alright, I can do this all in one go.
By saying, Madasaki Shikibu aka Fujiwara no Kaoroku.
Oh, god dang it. Why can't I do? Musashi is correctly 100%, well, I believe it's correct, 100% of the time.
Murasaki Shikibu, aka Fujiwara no Kauruko.
Okay.
Murasaki Shikibu, aka Fujiwara no Kauruko.
Oh my god.
Murasaki Shikibu, aka Fujiwara no Kauruko. Murasaki Shikibu, aka Fujiwara no Kauruko. My mental age is 19 years old, and my type of man is anyone like Lord Ariwara no Narihira. Not an Ariwara no Narihira, and I lived in the same time period, of course. He was a great source of inspiration for me, however.
Please tell me more. I would love to hear all about the day-to-day life of the Far East's most esteemed female author. And I must say, it is fascinating to hear you speak in person. The very lilt of your voice is enough to stir my pen.
Oh yes, there truly is something special about women of nobility.
Yeah, women of nobility, you mean other people's wives.
Your demeanor is exceptionally pleasant as well. You practically radiate poetic sentiment.
Forgive me for being so basic, but I've also heard rumors of your palace romances. If you would be so kind, I would like nothing more than to interview you about the ups and downs of romance in Far Eastern nobility society.
Oh, does that mean your interest in her is purely professional, Lord Shakespeare? Ahaha! Not that it matters to me one way or the other, of course.
I believe you had best hold your tongue, friend, lest your dear wife make an unannounced appearance.
If you don't put a stop to this, they're going to go on leering forever. Go on, speak up. You cursing them out would go a long way toward keeping these fools in line. Oh no, I couldn't possibly. I'm just so honored to have such illustrious company take an interest in me. Well, I know it's presumptuous of me, but if you should ever be inclined to write a new story, I was kind of hoping you might be willing to donate it to my library. What? Now that you're a heroic spirit, you fancy yourself an editor. Not that I don't understand how you feel. This is a chance you won't ever find elsewhere, not even in heaven or hell. Believe me, whenever Shakespeare writes something new, I make sure to read it before anyone. Never mind. I shouldn't have said that. There's something about you that makes me relax my guard. Maybe because you remind me of someone. I think that's enough of this, yes, so no more. This conversation is over. Now, what are you lot doing here anyway? Surely you didn't come here just to see which of these idiots can embarrass themselves the worst. What is it? Go on, spit it out. A curse book, huh? I guess I could see that happening with the Eastern curses. I don't mind sussing it out for you, but I barely even know any magecraft, let alone curses. Likewise, after all, we are students of the pen, not the wand. I'm not even a caster. There you have it. So if you want to turn the place upside down to look for this book, feel free. I still haven't cleaned up here since the move, but it sounds like you could mess it up more. Okay, in that case, I'll just go ahead. Fofo! Oh, there are curse books here in the study. More than one, in fact. I'm seeing their signals on my end too, rapidly boosting magical energy in response to your detection curse. Look out, Senpai! They're about to take on physical form.
Oh boy. Let's get to work. Come on, authors, help us out here.
Okay. So, caster, assassin, caster. So, that, and that. There we go, that should do it. Bye, caster. Bye, second caster, and goodbye, assassin. So, can we please get some crits going on in this one? Wait, Rumpelstiltskin in Wakan Sansai Zue. Totally messing that up.
But Muffle still skins first. I mean, hey, we did get some crits, but afterwards it kind of screwed us over. Thing is that we got too many there. Alright, so do this, this, and then this. So what exactly is Shikabu's other stuff? Creates NP gains for yourself. Oh god dang it. Fine. So do this, and this. Shikabu, can you get some crits, please? That's one. That's two. Nicely done. And that's three. Now, I'm not gonna go for no overkill with the Noble Phantasm. There's literally no reason. I will, however, do this. Just in case. Goodbye, Wakan Sunshine's Ray. Alright, GG. I forgot the Shikabu also has 100% damage increase. At least I believe that's why she did so much damage. Okay, we have an archer joining the fray now. Okay. So bring Shikabu back, swap out Okato Odata, back for Tamamo. And let's go. Alright, so Soshinji just lost its transformation. Drake is at 54% Noble, 57, 61% Noble Phantasm gain. So hopefully speaking, we can have Drake do her Noble Phantasm next turn. That'd be nice. 8 crit stars. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna have enough. I think she need holy. Tsukumogami picture scroll. Hey, she does have enough. Alright. Damage up. Why not? Boost it up to high hell. And that. Golden Wild Hunter. So that and that. Now this should get rid of its first bar, right? Yes it did. Alright. Good job. Oh, 38 crit stars. Oh god. Well, we're definitely gonna be destroying this one now. Go, Shikabu! You can do it! Nice! And GG. That is now this one done. So we've done the prologue, the beginning, the first. Ooh, Tsukumomi are nice. The first part of this event, the second part now, and this is the third one done, right? Now's your chance, beautiful black-garbed lady. Update. Red Hair heard the commotion and came back to help in the interval. Meanwhile, the author heroic spirits were entirely wiped out.
Thank you, kind horse with the gallant, entirely unhorse-like voice. Curse Sparks, return to me. You've recovered more of the Curse Sparks. But I'm afraid they don't have much magical energy either. Indeed. Still, while they may not be the original Cursed Spark, I can't let them run around doing whatever they please. Thank goodness I was able to recover them. Thank you all so much for your help.
Very welcome indeed.
Books checked out from the underground library, huh? You said it's possible this original Cursed Spark could be mixed in among books like that, right? I did. Well, I remember seeing that girl carrying an armful of them.
What are you talking about? You know, the one with the glasses is into manga and doujin and stuff. Yeah, Osaka Hime. Okay, so she's next.
Oh, I know who he means now, Senpai.
Osaka Hime. The one who still is not in my Chaldea.
Let's go pay her a visit then.
What? Her room's not that far from my study. And the least I can do is show you the way. I mean, shouldn't I technically know where her room is? Seeing as how I am the master of Chaldea? Albeit this is after everything that we went through with some of the lost belts, so... I doubt it. Okay, well that's section 1 through 3 in the prologue done. So we have section 4, 5, 6, and 7, so 4 more are left. Now whether or not I can do all 4 in the next episode, I don't know. I might. Now that's all depending on if it actually does end after all 7 are done. But either way, I don't know how long this is, so currently I'm gonna end this episode here. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one where we will be going and doing section 4, Himeji Dojin Monogatari. Until then, see you later.